So you want to know how to add a countdown timer to your Shopify store without using an app, right? You probably already know, but adding countdown timers to your store is a great way to improve conversions and increase sales. But to be honest, it really doesn't make any sense to spend money every month on a Shopify app just to add something like this. But now you don't have to. Because in this video, I'll show you how to add a countdown timer to your Shopify store in just 10 minutes or less. Start the clock. Okay, so there's not really a clock for this, but it'll be quick, don't worry. Okay, before we get started, I wanted to show you what the countdown timer looks like. So there's two countdown timer sections. One section called countdown timer top bar, and the other section is just called countdown timer banner. So this is the top bar, this is the banner. So the design for this was taken directly from an app developed by a company called Essential Apps. So you can see the design is very, very similar. Now, the theme section settings for both of these sections are virtually the same, only a few small differences. So I'm gonna show you what the section settings look like on the top bar. So you can see I have the ability to change the background color of the entire thing. I could change the title that's used here. I can change the color of the title, bold it. I have timer settings, and I have settings for the button itself. So really important to mention though, is that in the timer settings, the date needs to be input like this. 10/23/2023. If you try to input the date in a different way, it straight up won't work. Okay. And the last thing I wanted to mention to you about this before we get started is that this tutorial was really made for people that are using the Shopify Dawn theme at the latest version, which currently is version 11, or any version of the theme that supports section groups. If you're not using Dawn, you need to make sure you're using a Shopify 2.0 theme that supports section groups. If you don't fall in either of those two categories, if you click the link in the description, in my blog post, I've linked to an alternative tutorial for people that are using a Shopify 1.0 theme or a theme that does not support section groups. Okay, so let's get into this. Okay, as you can see, I'm in the Shopify admin right now, and I'm looking at a fresh install of the Shopify Dawn theme. I'm using Shopify Dawn on version 11.0.0. You don't have to be using this version specifically, but you want to make sure you're using a version of the Dawn theme that's supported by section groups. You know it's supported by section groups if you see the theme admin separated into sections. See, it says header, it says template, and then it says footer. If you see this separation in your theme supports section groups. If you don't, it doesn't. And that will be the same for pretty much any theme that uses section groups, not just Shopify Dawn. Okay, so we're using Dawn. I'm gonna click on where it says edit code. Now, in the link of the description of this video, you'll see a link to a blog post in which I put the code you're gonna copy over into Dawn. So when you find the post and you click on it, it's gonna look like this. It's not fully finished yet, but it'll pretty much look like this. You're gonna scroll down to where it says code for countdown timer top bar. And you're gonna click where it says copy right here. You're gonna hop back over to your theme and you are going to make a new file inside of where it says sections. Add a new section. So this is going to be a liquid section and you're going to say countdown timer top bar dot liquid. Actually, you don't put dot liquid because dot liquid is there for you. So just countdown timer top bar. Click done. And then you're just gonna paste in what you copied. And then you're gonna save. All right, now if you go back and preview your theme or customize your theme actually, you should be able to have access to a new section in the header group. Yep, countdown top bar. All right, and if I decide to put in a date for it, you should see it starting to work. Let's give it a second, let me save. All right, see the countdown timer is there, and I can add in a button as well. So this is working. So now we're going to add in the countdown timer banner. Before we get back into the video, here's a quick shameless plug for you. One of the main reasons people use apps to create stuff like countdown timers is because usually the app provide some analytics on how people are interacting with that countdown timer or whatever feature they're trying to add with the app. This makes lots of sense because oftentimes Shopify Analytics doesn't provide enough information to let you know how customers are using that thing on your store. But I have a free resource that can help you track how customers are using your countdown timer or really any custom feature in your Shopify store. If you're interested, click on the link in the description underneath the title, Making Data-Driven Decisions in Shopify. Okay, back to the video. So now we're gonna go in and add the countdown timer banner. But before we do, I wanted to mention something to you briefly. When I was doing research for this video, I saw that some people asked about if it was possible to create a countdown timer that works on the cart page and clears out the cart when the timer ends. I don't know if that's something you guys want, but if it is, let me know in the comment section below that you want that, and I'll make a video on how to do that as well. Okay, so let's add the countdown timer banner now. So we're gonna go to our version of the Dawn theme. We're gonna edit the code again, and we are going to make another new section. So this section is going to be called Countdown Timer Banner. Done. And then we're gonna hop over to that blog post that I mentioned that I made, and you're gonna search for the title. Hold on. Code for countdown timer banner, and you're gonna copy it. And then you're gonna come over here, and then you're just going to get rid of all that, and you're gonna paste this in, and then click save. Let's go check to see if it works. If we look inside of the current sections, if I search for countdown, I should find it. In Houston, we have liftoff. It works. So yeah, you can add in a date as I showed you with the other version of the timer. It should work just fine. All right, and as with the other one, you can add in CTA section options and whatever you want. All right, that about covers everything you need. Okay, that about wraps everything up. If you followed along with all the steps I showed you in the video, congratulations, because you just saved some money. If you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, please click the like button to let me know. Likes are really important to help me grow on YouTube. So if you want more content like this, definitely hit that like button so I know to make more stuff like this. All right, see you in the next one.